your presenter on your favorite morning show, the Badegi Radio Link. Welcome you on board. On the program today, we shall be looking at a permutation for the 2027 polls, as we have started having some political pilgrimage into the uphill. Yes, this is where many politicians come to actually seek blessings when they are looking for position. The question now is that many are saying that yes, many politicians come to Mina, Niger State, come to the uphill to actually seek for blessing and the way out. And after they have gotten what they want, off they go. We never see them. Niger State is not benefiting from what this political pilgrimage have actually brought. One of the few examples is during the, President Muhammadu Buhari, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and of course, as we are now in a build-up to another election, so it has started again. Now, in this current administration of APC today is having its administration running to almost 10 years now, and Niger State is one of the states that has actually helped APC to power, ranging from the support from the political, the two powerful leaders we have in the state who have actually, in one way or the other, helped in blessing the APC, and again the votes that comes from Niger State, the support. Yet Niger State is not getting anything from the APC. We talk about the contribution of the state too in terms of power to the national grid. Today, Niger State is housing 4 hydro electricity dams that is feeding the national grid. You talk about Shiroro, you talk about Kainji, and Shiroro, Kainji, Jaba, and of course Bushishi, Shiroro Dam, right? And Zingeru Dam, sorry. So these are the 4 hydro dams, and Niger State is not actually benefiting more from this. Again, you talk about Niger housing, giving almost 70% of the landmark to Abuja for the development of the capital city, yet we are benefiting nothing. And now we are talking about another election which is already knocking on the door. Like I said yesterday, His Excellency Atiku Abubakar visited Mina. He came to the uphill, and even though they said it wasn't, according to him, what they discussed wasn't has nothing to do with 2027 election, but it is a build up to the 2027 election because their party, the ADC, is actually undergoing mobilization and restructuring so that they can face the APC in 2027 election. Now let's give you a rundown to Atiku's story coming yesterday, and in the build up to the 2027 general election, Atiku have called on the opposition parties to reject manual collation of results. He insisted that there should be a real-time transmission of election results to avoid rigging. While he's making that call, El-Rufai, on the other hand, believes that rigging takes place at the collation center. So again, we have Peter Obi on the other way around coming to say that he will only accept Tinubu's win if elections results are being transmitted electronically. Unfortunately, yesterday, the National Assembly, the Senate to be precise, passed their own Electoral Bill 2026, where they make a provision for that election could be transmitted both electronically and manually. So it is going to be transmission and transfer of election result. The National Assembly, the Senate, is saying that in an event where the network fails to actually work, the INEC is now empowered to transmit or to transfer a election result manually. So all these are a kind of a build up to the 2027 election, and permutation have started while the National Assembly is trying to protect its own interests so that at least it will be easy for them to make their way back. The opposition parties on the other way around are carrying out permutation by trying to protest against that act. They said it is going to be an easy way for the manipulation of election results. So the permutation have started. National Assembly are doing their own, opposition party are doing their own, Nigerians are equally doing their own. So what do you think is going to be the possible way out? Because some people have already started entertaining fears whether if there is going to be election, would the election be free, fair, and credible? And some are now saying that with the political gimmick and the deliberate attempt by the players, it means that they are not seeing the possibility of conducting the 2027 election because of the vested interest that is too much on it. We are not looking at the system, but we are looking at some of the personality who will want to make their way back to their seats. So this is sending a lot of fears, and it is important that we have to have a conversation on this so that we begin to, dust out the tension and provide solution so that 2027 election should happen, should take place, and not only that it should take place, there should be election that will be adjudged to be free, fair, and credible. And again, another very terrible situation is the call by the Nigerian Sharia Council that INEC boss should be relieved of his job because he have not proven to be a man of character, because he have already taken side before the election. INEC boss recalled that he have once written an article on Christian genocide in Nigeria. That's in 2020, and in 2026 he has been appointed, or 2025 so to speak, he has been appointed to superintend over the election that is going to take place. And this fear is there that he is most likely not going to be fair to the Muslim faithful because he has taken side religiously. So this are a lot of confusion, and while this confusion is on, permutation is equally on. Now, Atiku yesterday has, after visiting the Opil, visiting former military President General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, he has, entertained the media. Let's have a rundown to what he said to the media yesterday. Then we come and analyze the whole permutation so that we begin to look at the gray areas, begin to provide solution even before the election. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has faulted the Senate for not authorizing the real-time transmission of election results to the Independent National Electoral Commission's Result Reviewing Center, RF. On Tuesday, the Upper Legislative Chamber approved the electronic transmission of election results to the RF, but with a clause that manual collation should serve as a fallback where the technology fails. Last week, the Senate passed the Electoral Act Amendment Bill but rejected approval on a real-time transmission of electronic results, a move that has sparked protests and called for lawmakers to reverse the decision. Speaking with journalists on Tuesday in Mina, the capital of Niger State, after meeting former President Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, Atiku Abubakar said Senate's decision will cause confusion in the electoral system. He said, and I quote, Nigerians were expecting real-time electronic transfer to the various level of elections, but what we got is a mixture of electronic and manual transmission, which is going to cause more confusion or chaos than if we had single-tier electoral transmission system, which is real-time electronics. That will be our preference, end of quote. Now, he called on the opposition political parties to rally against the Senate decision and demand a real-time transmission of election results. He said again, and I quote, there is a need for all the opposition political parties to come together to pursue this issue. I mean, we shouldn't allow it to rest where they wanted it to rest today. Absolutely not. I don't support that. End of quote. Now, Atiku asks if asked if he will run for the 20. They asked him whether he will run for the 2027 election, and of course, his response is that only time shall tell. What they are doing now is to make sure that there is a kind of structure in the ADC, which is his party. So they are, moving around to make sure that there is a good structure that will face the APC come 2027 general election. Again, the former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, one of the personality who was very instrumental in bringing this government of APC along the way, had a fallout. Yesterday, he equally come to say that the rigging of election always happen at collation center, hence the need to have electronic transmission of result. Now, El-Rufai is saying that the real-time transmission of results is the only way Nigerians can stop the manipulation that comes on in the collation center. That is where the real rigging takes place. That's according to El-Rufai. According to him, the controversial electoral clause passed by the House of Representatives but rejected by the Senate will have improved the quality of elections in Nigeria. He claimed that the ruling party and the current administration will not want the real-time result transmission activated, adding that their only chance of winning is by manipulating the result after people have voted. The governor actually highlighted that the effort being made by the ADC to get Nigerian support ahead of 2027 is something to be reckoned with. He said, we are mobilizing. Yes, they said they are mobilizing to make sure the ADC gave Nigerians the alternative after chasing the APC out of power. So all these are a kind of a build-up and, of course, permutation ahead of the 2027 election. So we are now going to look at this conversation. The call by Atiku Abubakar and some of his political associates that Nigerians should continue to reject the Electoral Act that was being passed by the Senate yesterday, which gives a dual mandate, dual way of transmitting result. Election can be transmitted electronically, and in event where it fails, they should use manual. Atiku is calling for the rejection of that Electoral Act, saying that it should be a single tier, only one method, which is electronic transmission. Now, do you believe that Nigeria or the INEC can transmit election result electronically, even where there is no system? This is just going to be the discourse. So we want to hear your own opinion. What other way will you prefer for the Senate? Because they are saying that in some areas you do not have network that will enable transmission of results. So is this something to be that will stand, or can Nigerians continue to demonstrate and protest until this changes? This is the discourse. So we're going to give an open platform for you now to call in, so that together we have this conversation on the best way out on this saga that is on the ground. 09138579001 is the number to call and have a discussion on this particular issue. Let's take our very first call of the day. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is Mr. Chinomso Onya.
Okay,
They
Chinomso.
call me Odogu Larejo. I'm calling from Bida, the University of Military Emirates,
Okay,
in Niger State, Nigeria.
Chinomso, you're
You
welcome to
see,
the
this issue of electronic transmission of results
call.
and the clause that the Senate made, that is bought. You see that DUC bought has caused many confusion in this country. You see, DUC has sent many people to their early grave. DUC has sent many people, innocent people, to prison. Innocent people. And DUC now want to make Nigeria to have the worst election come 2027. You see, DUC bought. I want to tell you for free that there is a time I went somewhere. I wanted to send text message in a village. There is no network there. You understand me?
Yes.
And I start the message. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
I start the message. After typing the message, I sent it. And when I was coming out of the village, I got to a place where there is network. The message entered. Went. So why can't they do INEC and the Senate, our so-called Senate, that are representing us safely in Abuja there, do the same thing? Tell INEC that they should use electronic transmission. Where if they are in a place where there is no network, let them do it. After they do it, they should send it. They should send it. When they enter to a place where there is network, the thing will enter to the INEC IRS. I think it's possible. I think it's not possible.
It is.
If my answer that I am in a place where there is no network and I send message, and when I left the place and I entered where there is network and it entered, why can't INEC do like that? Or do you want to tell us that the what is it called? The national grid will collapse. Even the national network will collapse. Because that is collapse. That's what we have been seeing. I don't know. This country, let's not make caricature of this country. The white people that are looking at us, obviously Ghana, ordinary Ghana here that came for refuge, now they are pastors. Rwanda are pastors. Nigeria, we are calling ourselves Giant of Africa on paper. Hey, who did this to us?
Thank you very much, Baba. Yesterday, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who is probably going to contest the 2027 presidential election, visited General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, and after the meeting, he said he's calling on other political opposition in the country to reject manual collation of results. What's your take? Yes, sir.
There is a limit. You have a car. Do you run it the full speedometer?
No.
Ibele, you know how to drive?
Yes, Baba.
Can you run it full speedometer?
Not at all.
You don't.
Do you run it full high speed?
Your speed is going to be determined by the level of road.
You know Formula 1?
I know Formula 1.
Okay. Do they drive that fast Formula 1 vehicles?
Fast and
Do
furious.
they drive them full speed, or they change gear, they slow, they take this bend, they match brake, turn this way, do that way? Give INEC that benefit of doubt. The way it is, allow it. But do you have people at the polling unit, or will they sell you? In ambasu a polling unit, that's karba, that's say the party su. APA is no more than that. Are they going to compromise? Is your agents at the polling unit going to compromise? It's not about transmitting. It's about your agent standing their ground at the polling unit. I've seen it in 1983 election of MPN governorship versus MPP, Madokoshi versus Awal. There are polling units we went, they say, no, don't come near us. Do you stand your ground? Do your agent stand their ground? Or do your agent take money?
But let me buttress your point with what Senator Sereke Dixon just said about this transmission. He insisted, according to him, transmission of election result electronically does not guarantee manipulation-free election.
Yes.
That's the people you put on ground.
Yes.
What are the type of agent
commitment
you put into the election?
That is it.
Transmission, he said, does not guarantee
that
you
is
to have a free fair election.
Number two, the stakeholders. Now, in Zone C, in Zone B, there are internal displaced persons.
IDP.
Are they going to look other side and they will be writing results? They will not go to unit. They will write a result. Last election of local native authority or local government now, as they call it. Rijo, did they have election?
No, they only went and have no election.
Did they go there?
Concocted results.
According to the issue at court.
That court. According to the child, I mean, what the candidate
that came here
and
swore by the Quran.
Yes.
He said there is no election.
And he challenged any other person to come and swear the same manner he do that they conducted election in a regional local government.
Okay, now, that dispute, what is it teaching us? How clean is INEC officials? How honorable is INEC officials? Is it not here that they are declaring conclusive so that the rerun will give you the winning. Ganduje and Abba in
2003. Okay,
2019.
2019.
Ganduje versus Abba.
When they declare
PDP versus APC.
Inconclusive
Because
election in Gama.
They took the result, tear it.
The then deputy governor
took the result.
Toward the
result
election
at the unit.
Mm.
What's supposed to happen? The deputy governor
should have been jailed.
He should have been shot.
And because Buhari then said anybody who took ballot box
and run away,
shoot him. Should be shot.
He could have been shot.
Including the commissioner then.
Two of them. They could have been shot. And what happened?
Because it was APC that is government in the center.
So why is the institutional level of being above board? If INEC is below board, if INEC compromise itself, it's only setting Nigeria on fire. If you see the spirit of those young men that protested in Abuja calling for transmission, they should call for electoral decency. It's beyond transmission. It's beyond transmission. Do you think some places people will come out? Or when you are bringing oral cult on election day, what are you telling me? You bring a Gunuko, Ndako Boya, or Guguyagi on election day. Won't we whip those oral people? Whip them very well. Or when police aiding and abetting. Thuggery.
And electoral
do you saw what happened in Kogi during Ayabelo, where they do ta.
Yes.
Can you remember?
Yes. Shooting every here and there. And they still went ahead and declared that there was election. And the winner.
Oga, I fear for this country. And it's not about transmission. It's about whoever is going to this business. Now, they are already sending out papers. Put your name,
yes,
your BVN, your this, your that. You're already voting.
For empowerment.
And you're already voting.
So they have started counting the votes.
Yes.
You mean before the election now they might have the number of votes they will
Apaya, yes. You know, I pity you a lot. Because you are gullible. Your gullibility, no boundary.
But this issue that is before Nigerians now, you know, I think there's need for us media to educate and enlighten Nigerians so that will Nigerians should.
Okay, you are talking of election. Listen to this.
Can we have that after the news flash, because it's already time to have a news flash.
When I play this, you can have your news flash. I don't owe anybody a news flash. Do I owe anybody?
No.
This is more important. This is bigger news flash. And listen carefully.
Could speak to the incredible logistics that blew my mind of running the elections in India. So there's a lot of interesting anecdotes that arise. For example, that no voter should be more than 2 kilometers away from a polling station. The result of that is you have these stories of voting machines having to be carried to remote regions of India. It's really incredible. Just every single voter counts. And the machinery of having 600 plus million people vote. Is there some anecdote you could speak to that is particularly impressive to you, or maybe you could speak generally to the logistics of what it makes to run an election that big, a democracy that big?
First and foremost, I am truly grateful for your insightful question. Anyone who believes in democracy should listen to what I am about to share with you. We often discuss election results, but all the behind-the-scenes work is overlooked. Let's take the recently concluded 2024 general elections as an example. There were 980 million registered voters. Each of those voters had a registered ID and all the necessary details in a vast database. And this number is twice the entire population of North America. It even surpasses the total population of the entire European Union. Out of the 980 million registered voters, 646 million people ventured out and braved the intense heat of May, determined to cast their votes. Temperatures soared to 40 degrees in some areas, yet they chose to go. And the size of this voter base is double the population of the United States. We had more than 1 million polling booths. Can you fathom all the manpower involved in this? My country has more than 2,500 registered political parties. This staggering figure, with such a vast array of political parties, has the power to leave the entire world in awe. My country has more than 900 round-the-clock news channels. There are over 5,000 newspapers published daily. They each play a role in upholding democracy in their own way. Even the humblest villages here embrace technology with remarkable swiftness, while some other countries take months to declare election results. We announced the results within a day, despite the mind-boggling number of voters. And you were spot on in saying that even the remotest villages have polling stations. We even use helicopters to transport polling stations. I believe Arunachal Pradesh has the highest altitude polling booth on record. In Gujarat, a polling booth was set up in the Gir forest for just one voter who was in the middle of nowhere, but we ensured a polling booth was set up for them. All I mean to say is that we truly leave no stone unturned in our unwavering commitment to strengthening democracy, ensuring that we are always fully prepared and election ready, no matter the circumstances. I firmly believe that India's Election Commission sets a global standard as a benchmark for conducting free and fair elections. It is the apex decision maker. This in itself is such a remarkable story that the world's top universities should consider it a case study. They should analyze the management behind it as a valuable learning example. Given the sheer number of voters, can you truly grasp the immense depth of political awareness? All of this will make for an excellent case study for the younger generation worldwide.
To me, I love democracy. This is one of the main reasons I love the United States, but there's just nothing quite as beautiful as democracy when it functions in India. You know, like you said, 900 million people registered to vote. It really is a case study. It's beautiful to see that many people come together willingly, passionately casting a vote for some person to represent them. Like they're putting their heart in that. It's really important for a person to feel like their voice is going to be heard.
Where do you learn from here?
So did you say just 900 million?
And what do you learn? This is Modi, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister of India.
The INEC is fully independent and is very, prepared.
Not the question of independence.
And prepared.
The result is released in
that day. That's the preparedness.
And he's telling you they deploy technology.
Yes. And they even deploy even aircraft to where there's so even polling unit where
there is only one voter. They took a polling unit to the voter.
Yes, to the voter to vote. So everybody is important and every vote counts. And you don't do multiple voting.
There are banditry in India long before. But do you see banditry stopping their election?
They don't. And they don't complain about technology.
Do you know India is virtually one of the top computer
in the world.
Computer centers. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Yes, Baba. Very much. Baba, in terms of even not only technology, even medicine, Baba.
Forget medicine. We are talking of technology.
Yes, Baba. They have one of the best institutions, the MIT. Yes, Baba.
The American MIT have a department. Yes, do you know that America have subcontracted some of its programs, computing programs to India.
Yes. Yes.
Do you know that?
Yes, Baba.
And then do you know that even this your phone, this expensive telephone,
You mean Samsung?
expensive telephone, Apple,
The iPhone?
the iPhone,
yes.
it's been assembled
Yeah,
in India.
To Baba did.
You see, let me tell you, Apaya, are we ready to be for democracy?
I don't think we are ready for democracy in Nigeria.
Are we ready to take Nigeria further? It's not about Atiku coming to see Babangida. No. It's about development. Will Atiku give us that development? It's not, it's my turn. What do you do it? What do you do with it? You brought North and South dichotomy. You brought power shift. Babangida brought power shift. Shift the power to the South. Let the Southerner become president. Okay, it's not a Northern property. But again, the vote of the North still determine who that Southerner becomes a president. But what are we do? What do you do when you have this power? Do you deploy nuclear power plant of 20 to 30,000 megawatts? Obasanjo spent $16 billion. Nothing to show for it. So look at the road from Abuja to Mina. Is that something to be celebrated?
Nothing.
From Lambata to Badegi to Bida, is it to Kotiki? Is it to be celebrated? Nothing. There is nothing there for us. What is it in it for us? It's not Atiku coming here. What is Atiku's agenda for Nigeria? Is he going to make sure that from Lagos to Kano by railway, by a speed train, is within 4 to 5 hours, 160 kilometers per hour, or 200 kilometers maximum per hour? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
In agriculture, are we having all year round agriculture? Do the government have policy of agriculture? They just gave Minister of Health 36 million in 2025, isn't it?
Yes.
Out of $280 billion. Billion naira.
Naira.
Okay, where are we going? It's not Atiku. It's not Makinde. It's us. What is our fate? What is the future of this country? Are we going to still lag behind when some people are making billions of dollars as of their own commission? Buying properties in Dubai, buy properties in all places. St. Lucia, are you going to move to St. Lucia because of the sun and beautiful women and drink rum and dance samba? You know rum? It's a wine, it's alcohol from sugarcane. And that's samba. You know samba? Samba music.
Samba music.
The samba music from Brazil?
Yes.
They dance samba more. They dance samba more in Brazil, Baba. They do the samba dance more.
Yeah, bad boy.
And that's all we have some
Read your news.
All right. All right, Baba. Okay, let's go on our news real quick.
Somebody just left me a voicemail. So I guess I'll never know what they called about.
90.1 FM.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let the non-stop music go.
The People's Radio.
News. Get the latest news in Nigeria and the world on Badegi Radio. We give you the latest updates and keep you informed 10 a.m. every morning with News Flash. Keep up with what is happening on the globe with news at 12 noon and get more information with news at 5 p.m. Get all you need to know in one place.
News.
A very wonderful good morning to you and welcome to Badegi Radio News Flash. Chief of Defense Staff CDS General Olufemi Oluyede has called for the immediate strengthening of the Nigeria Police Force and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, warning that the armed forces alone lacked the manpower to sustain long-term security gains against insurgency and banditry across the country. Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission has identified transparency as a critical factor for achieving sustainable economic growth and development in Nigeria. A federal government has cautioned farmers in Nigeria against planting during the early rainfall currently being witnessed in some parts of the country, noting that the raining season has not yet returned. And that's the news flash. Thank you for listening, and do stay tuned by 12 noon for the full bulletin.
.1 FM.
Listeners, you're welcome back from that news break. Now, the discourse on the platform today is on permutation for 2027 polls, and like I said, permutation have started right from the National Assembly, debating on the best way to have result being collated and announced, and some politicians have actually been entertaining fears that the National Assembly have not come with a better Electoral Act that will see the election of 2027 becoming free, fair, and credible. So we want to give you opportunity now to talk. What do you think about the electronic voting, that dual voting process now? Collation of results. Sorry. The results are going to be collected manually and it's going to be transmitted in an event where the system failed. Do you think that will lead to having a free, fair, and credible election? What is your opinion since the discourse is on ground? Yes, there is a room for reviewing the Electoral Act. Let's have your opinions. Hello.
Mr. Paya, may God continue to reach you with knowledge and wisdom.
Amen, sir.
I am Dr. Abdullah Mohammed Jabi. Baba has enriched my knowledge this morning more.
Yes.
That my only area of concern is the fact that those who destroy Nigeria are the ones changing their color in terms of nomenclature to still want to rule the same Nigeria. It is in the era of PDP that privatization of most of the government companies were done, and Atiku was the chairman. The issue of power and energy was done under Atiku. And up to now, like Baba said, the figure there, we are in key darkness. What did he miss in the villa that he wants to come and pick? Okay, what is the capacity? It's not about it's my turn, like Baba rightly said. Do they really have the vision, passion, that commitment that governance is about service, not just, flabbergasting yourself because you are a president of the Republic of Nigeria? People are dying of hunger. Poverty is weaponized. Look at our hospital in a decay situation. Look at education. Look at the road. What Niger State has contributed to Federal Republic of Nigeria, none of the other states have been said. Is it a contribution to Abuja for creation of the new federal capital? Is it a contribution in terms of energy that we have in Niger State before that? And yet, I issue a communique to most of the media houses 3 days ago. We are the ones for it. Let us take back our dams and control it ourselves, sell it to who we want to sell to, and make our money so that we can develop our barrel ports and compete with other states that have the same advantage like Lagos. What is our leader doing? If not for the effort of Dr. Mahamudu Babangida when he was the chief servant of the state and governor of the state, what has this APC government since from no time to Bagona brought from federal government as our own share of the national cake that has improved the quality of life of the youth and the retirees and the pensioners? Where are the companies? So everything here, we are disadvantaged. So I am with you in every sense. It's not about electronic transmission of results. This election has been reached from continued voter registration. It's ongoing. PDP showed the seed of rigging in 1999, and they are receiving it back now. It's not the best way to go. We must have the fear of God. Ya ayu allazina amanu taqullaha are you and us? We must change our attitude and pray to God to forgive us.
Right.
Innocent souls in early grave are crying for justice. Their parents, their children are left to wallow in poverty. I rest my case.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jabi, for that very, very lengthy one. But if I must say here, though I don't want us to deviate from the discourse, but because I believe we're going to learn a lot from this, that's why I let it. But election politics is a competitive game, and it's for those who have interest. I'm not seeing Atiku as somebody who will ask not to feel himself. If you feel it's an ambition, it's an aspiration, another person can aspire. You want to aspire, you can aspire. Nobody is stopping any other person from aspiring. But what we are saying is a permutation. Everyone wants to come, and they said they should have a credible system for contesting. You want to make your input? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's not permutation. Oga Apaya, we are in a mess.
Big one.
Obasanjo was freed from prison. We're in a mess. Go back to the history. Obasanjo was freed from prison, pardoned, empowered, nominated, become president. 8 years. What did we get?
Nothing.
Yaradua came briefly, tried to settle everything, tried to say, let's be moral about it. The election that brought me is not clean. He couldn't last. Jonathan came, tried his possible best. But he too, he was made to understand that this is our chance. Oh, this is a Christian thing. Jerry Ghana and Co rally around Jonathan. The pastors of Khan rally around Jonathan as if the whole thing is a religious crusaders. As if it's Christian crusaders. It's the Jonathan Road that we had in Niger State. When the Buhari came, with the crusader of Islamic nationalism, of Islam, gangs and other groups, what did we have?
Nothing.
Because he wept in Lagos. Somebody decided that PDP must be broken up. There is G6 or G7, and then somebody fall out along the road. Taliban fell out. And the rest joined APC to deliver at Buhari. The first thing he did when he came, I don't want $1. You can see the level of primitivity of his brain. But we that say Babangida come back and do 4 years, Obasanjo do your 4 years. Let's have another developmental dream.
Target.
Developmental, because the issue is development. It's not because I want to be president. Now Tinubu is the president. With all these forecasts of fake data of growth, to me, IMF and World Bank are not doing us justice. When they are talking of growth, when they are talking of privatization, when they are talking of monetization, when they are talking of market force, why is the market force in our economy, Abaya? Why the market force devalue the money, devalue the naira, squeeze us? The money is used for what? Education? Do you see any element in education? Did you see element in skills acquisition?
There is not any single developmental target that
you
is set.
Developmental target?
No, not really.
All this money, all these trillions, the money you are using for Calabar to Lagos, build a nuclear power plant with that money, $25 billion, $15 billion. That will give us at least 10,000 megawatts of electricity. Put it in Badagry. If you love your land, put it in Badagry. 10 to 15,000 megawatts of electricity from nuclear power plant. Give that money to Russia. Turn your back on IMF. Turn your back on World Bank. Be independent. Bring the Russian technology in. Don't run to France. Are France legionnaires fighting the bandits for you? No. We should even be grateful to America. But the only way that America has failed us is to say it is a Christian thing. No. It's not Christian-Muslim problem we have. The Muslims who are also been slaughtered, those slaughtered in Woro, are they Christians?
No.
Those slaughtered in Kaswandaji, are they Christians?
No.
Those the children of that college in Kebbi, that stage managed so-called Maga. That Maga. Is it about religion?
Not really.
The current killings in Katsina. Is it about religion? The
not
killings in Zamfara.
Not.
Is it about religion?
No.
So you want to be president? Atiku. What is your plan?
What's your developmental target?
What do you want to do with power? It's not say Tinubu go. No. To me, if Tinubu will dismantle his cabinet today and we will sit down and define where Nigeria is going to be in the next 50 years, let's start the journey today, I will vote for him. It's not about, attending marriage ceremonies, attending a president is not a material for attending ceremonies. It's not about state visits. It's not about your house boys, your kitchen cabinet that are your boys from Lagos state government. No.
That's how it is.
Where are we going, Nibolando? Where are we going? The railway is dead. Kano railway station that used to bubble from 1907 till about 1980s is closed down. If you don't take time now from Kuchi to Sarkin Power to Kakao, they will lose the rail track. The train will come and derail. Because gangsters are there. But some Kuchi ba?
Nasan Kuchi.
Kasan Sarkin Power. Kasan Kakao.
Nasan. I know all those artists.
Kasan Gwada.
Nasan su.
Kasan su. Kasan she. Kasan Shakwata.
Nasan su.
Kasan Godani.
You know, Baba, I did BUK and.
What do you mean? What I'm telling you, I'm more of a railway person than you.
I know.
But what we are saying, what are we leaving for our children and grandchildren? What development targets? It's not about Atiku contesting. Contest. You are a serial contestant. But what is your blueprint? What are you coming with? Are we going to transfer Japan and the Korean technology to save Nigeria from primitivity and backwardness? What are we doing with education? What are we doing with agriculture? What are we doing with public safety, security? It's not about it's my chance. Everybody will come, it's my chance. Your chance, when did we become a plantation where we used to change the masters and exploitation of the citizens continue? What are your plans? Are you also coming to say, okay, it's my chance from Nyanya to Abuna, they need a flyover. So you come to power for only flyover.
Maybe we want to link his own village, Ganyeko, I think, to his Abuja. Well, I think it's one of the questions Nigerians should start asking.
Are they asking that question?
I think, and that's why we say
are they asking
in the process of permutation?
Excuse me, let me tell you one thing. Still, I prefer Obi to Atiku, but because the way Nigeria is structured now, Obi cannot stand on this election and win because of tendencies. You know what I mean by tendencies?
Yes.
Northern tendencies, eastern tendencies, southwest tendencies. And that's why when Tinubu came, he packed all his Yoruba people and put it there. So that even though if he doesn't come back, he have done well for his people. But this is Nigeria. It's not about your tribe. Look at Babangida now. He brought Ransom Kuti to come and be Minister of Health. Is it about tribe? Ransom Kuti is qualified. He's a professor of pediatrics. And childhood diseases are killing children at birth. So he brought Ransom Kuti to do immunization in conjunction with UNICEF. You don't understand.
Very important.
How important is important?
So all these things that have happened in the past should be a great lesson to us.
So what we are saying, where are we going? It's not about whether you rig election, whether you don't rig election. It's not about whether it is transfer, whether it is not a transmit. Where are we going? What are our set goals? What are our targets? Have a nice day.
So good. Well, listen, I think it's going to turn. It's your turn now. Let's turn to the callers. I don't know if you're going to give me.
I give you 30 minutes.
So okay, the callers. So we have a caller on the line. Let's hear his.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. So, first of all, touch lafiya. Can I speak in Hausa or let me go English?
Go ahead, anyone.
So, okay, abin da nake so gane shi ne saboda kowa ya san abin da nake son faɗi shi ne. I prefer ina buƙatar wannan electric result should be used. Saboda me I cannot just stand still. Dole ne a ce mu ci gaba Najeriya. Tun zamanin su shi Ogaba da ake ta fama da manual results. Can't we go forward? We need to go forward. Let's change the system. Mu samu cewa lalle mu gwada mu gane ko zai yi ko ba zai yi ba. Balantana ma in Allah da zai yi in dai akwai good monitoring. To ina ga cewa ni electric result din ake magana electric na kiran shi ya kamata a ce a gwada shi a gani. An yi na wannan I was among those who went to Mashigu. It was not fine. In ba wuta akwai batu. Let it have 24 hours charge. Ka gani? Amma a ce wai ba zai yi ba zai ana magana kullum za mu kama tunanin me zai yi ba zai yi ba zai yi a yi a gwada a gani. Lokacin su gaba da ya wuce. Mu tsaya magana mu yanzu mu gani ko zai yi. Dan ta magana kenan. A gaba da
Thank you very much, Ajinka. Well, 0913857900 what to call. We're looking at the 2027 permutation for 2027 pools, and you can see politicians, every component part is making its own way in the build-up to the election. So what do you think about all these issues, the election, the permutations, and of course the voting system, and what do you have on table before coming to power?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
I greet Baba.
Yes.
Good morning, sir. My name is Abib. I'm calling from Kure Market.
Okay, Mr. Abib.
I think that real-time transmission is most welcome. We need forwardness in Nigeria, not backwardness. So how long have we been using manual results? Let's try this one too. At least, even if the battery will fail, let there be, what's it called, power bank. I remember there was some time when the election is too old, they used to give their agents both power bank and other gadgets to use so that there won't be any failure. But in the sense that in the situation whereby the leaders, most especially our senators, they are not efficient. So definitely they will decide to use what will suit them. So we need real-time transmission. If bandits can use real-time transmission for their self, wheresoever in Nigeria should be able to be captured in terms of election. Yes, that's my case.
Thank you very much. Yes, 091385790001. The conversation is on the 2027 permutation. Yes, the pool permutation for the 2027 pool, ranging from how election will be collated and result announced, and those who will go to contest, what do they have on table. All these permutation need to put together so that at the end of the day, it's not just calling for a credible election, but how credibility those people who contested can give us the leadership. Hello.
Thank you. Uncle Usman Apaya, it's a little Senator Baxenjo, Agomada Ramina. Usman Apaya, Baba, good morning, sir. Point of order.
Go ahead.
Baba, yes, please. Inaruka Allah, Benjamin and Nabi, Nemi, the Pitomana contest. Allah sent Nemi to the poor people.
Don't change the conversation so that just go ahead what we have on the table. Yes.
Okay, this is what we have on the table, and the system has been corrupted. Like El Bible said, we have urban bandits. The urban bandits from the INEC, the judiciary, the security personnel who are supposed to monitor and protect the life of the people. Protect the property of the people. Why? Because these institutions are for the people and for the people and be for the people. The court, the judiciary who are to interpret the system cannot become the bandit in our country. How do we fail? Look at, I tell you the way you people play that and that voice play from India, about 900 and something million people registered. These are the development that we need. But coming back to our real sense of that we carry Quran, we carry Bible, we swear with it, we swear with everything. These are the causes of the one and swear with it. We want to protect the life of Nigeria. We want to do better things of Nigeria. Technology has been failed in our country. Where are we heading to, Usman Apaya? I am talking to the electorate now. You like, vote. If you don't like, don't even wake up. Your children will not be going to school. Your children will become nuisance to your country. They become nuisance to your community. They will become nuisance to.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take it. I think we've been added some few minutes. So let's use just very few minutes we have to read message and of course take a call or two and wrap it up. We have this one coming from Umar Dangas. We say closed door meetings like this always sparks curiosity. When a heavyweight like Atiku, Makinde, and IBB met, serious strategy or political maneuvering is happening. Thumb up to the Maradona Africa, and big up to Waziri Adamawa, the Sadona of our time, His Excellency Elijah Atiku Abubakar. Thank you very much. Bala Benu Echugaye say good morning. Baba Badegi, Mr. Apaya, and the listeners. Politicians are strategizing, and we are strategizing for the next selection. The question is, do they do this for the masses or for themselves? We must tell each other the truth. Both APC, ADC, and PDP are same politicians who will change platforms when they perceive their interests are not protected. It's left for us to choose between the lesser evil. 2027 must not be about political parties, but about individuals and performance. APC, PDP, and ADC all have good candidates. We must choose those who will protect our interests better. We must always wise up and stop a blind followership. Makinde Atiku coming to Mina Maker is usual. We want the blessings of our usual blessings as usual. We, the people, will not be blindfolded by any personal interest. Thank you very much for watching from Abuja. Thank you very much, Bala Benu Etugoye. Another one coming from Mohammed Sani said, good morning all in the studio. Administrative work are stopped in the states, rather focusing on political activities. What kind of democratic era we are witnessing today in Nigerians 21st century, but all setback. They have less concern on the common man, zero balance on the commitment and consequences of a Niger. So Niger, think wise or otherwise. Thank you very much, Saidu. Babaman said, good morning, Mr. Apaya and the entire team at Badegi Radio FM 90.1. On the issue of permutation for the 2027 polls, I strongly aligned with the position of His Excellency Atiku Abubakar, calling on opposition parties to reject manual collation of results and insist on a real-time electronic transmission. This is not about political party alone. It's about protecting the sanctity of our democracy. Sanctity of our democracy said, if elections are truly meant to reflect the will of the people, then transparency must be non-negotiable. Allegation that rigging occurs at polling units raised by El Rufai further strengthen the argument for reform that close every possible loopholes. Real-time transmission of election results directly from the polling unit will reduce manipulation, build public confidence, and ensure that every vote truly counts. Nigeria's democracy must continue to evolve. 2027 should not be about suspicious and controversy, but about credibility, fairness, and accountability. Supporting electoral transparency is supporting Nigerians people. Thank you very much. For that one. Okay. Umar Danazumi is coming back to say, give Nigerians what they want. Electronic transmission of result. What we do at the polling units during the voting is an individual choice. Transparent result are the foundation of electoral trust. Unfortunately, some voting recycled people don't want it to happen. Let's take last call and wrap up the show. Hello.
Coming back, sorry, it's Hamali. Usman Apayan on Atiku Abubakar coming to Nigeria. I am telling you, it's a plus. We strongly believe in Atiku ideology. Atiku always talks about the unity of this country, the development of this country. When Atiku was a vice president, a lot of things, a lot of businesses. Today, we have all this banking stuff system. It's direct from the Atiku Abubakar.
I'd like to thank our listener for always taking your time to listen to this program. As always, we appreciate you, and for all those who actually make it possible for the program to be transmitted to you this bright, promising Wednesday morning. I want to say thank you very much all, and from me to you, have a great day. Goodbye.
Somebody just left me a voicemail, so I guess I'll never